Well, hello everyone. I'm Tom Thornton here at ThornBird Hickory Golf Clubs, and today I'm going to show you how we straighten a bent or warped shaft. And I'll hold this up vertically so you can see the bend from front to back in this shaft. And straightening these bent shafts actually could possibly serve two purposes. First of all, if you're restoring this club as a collectible item by straightening the shaft to still be able to use it, it saves the original shaft and of course makes your collectible much more valuable. But the other thing is, if you're just straightening it to play it, by straightening the bend in the shaft, it's about only a quarter to a third of the price as putting a whole new hickory shaft into that club. A couple of the tools, or the main tool that we use to straighten shafts, is called the Patrick Kennedy shaft straightening tool. It was invented by a local golf legend up in Vermont named Patrick Kennedy, and it's a board with a series of cams on it that when I place it on this board and clamp it down, then we're going to heat it with a heat gun up to 250 degrees. And because this shaft is so severely bent, I'm actually going to hyperextend the shaft a little bit lower here in the middle. That's why I have these two small cams off the straight line just a little bit. And now what I'm going to do is heat up our heat gun here, and I'm going to move it in a continuous motion over the shaft using, using 6 to 8 inch sections of the shaft until I get each section heated up to 250 degrees. And once I get the whole shaft heated to 250, then I'm going to let it set until it cools back down to room temperature, which I checked just before we started here is 69 degrees here in this room. And then I have a infrared thermometer here that I can check the temperature of the shaft periodically. We're up to 140 on this now. Now 178 right there. Usually takes about 5 to 8 minutes probably to get one heated up to 250. $230, I'm getting there. It depends how bad the shaft is bent. This one here has a double bend in it, so I'm sure we'll have to do it to get it to playable condition at least twice, and we might have to do this bend 2 or 3 times to get it completely straight. The idea is to let these fibers in the shaft, the wood fibers in the shaft, reform once they're heated up, and then when they cool down they usually hold the new shape that they have been bent to. Okay, that first section there is over 250. This one here was up to like 260. This one here is hanging around 240. Yeah, this one's done now too. That's 252 there. That one's 258, so I think we're ready to take it out of the oven and let it rest. Well, I can tell from the get-go here that we're pretty much on line with that straight line on the board, so let's hold her up and see what it looks like. I'd say we made some pretty good progress on that one. Got most of that front to back bend right out of it just with one trip through the Patrick Kennedy.